In the Shoes of Renee Nicole Good, January 7th, 2026. In the words of her passenger friend, it started like any normal morning for Renee Nicole Good. She dropped off her child at school, just as she always did, with a friend riding along in the SUV. On the way home, driving down her own street with her house visible just 2 blocks ahead, everything felt routine, until it didn't. Suddenly, she noticed a bunch of unmarked cars lining the area. As she continued forward, she passed several people in military-style outfits. Confused, she thought to herself, "What is going on?" Her friend pointed ahead and said, "Hey, look, more is up in front. Better pull over to the side of the road. I'll get out and check it out, maybe make a video." Renee pulled the SUV safely to the side of the road, not blocking anything, and her friend stepped out to film. At that moment, she wasn't sure what was happening. Maybe ICE, maybe National Guard, maybe some kind of dangerous situation. She felt a little concerned, but she remained calm, like a happy, good-natured mother, simply wondering what was unfolding in her own neighborhood. She had no agenda, no intention to interfere. Nothing like the narrative the right wing would minutes later push. Moments later, some SUVs pulled up behind her and began honking. To clear the way, she eased the vehicle into the middle of the road. Why didn't they just go around her on the left side, she thought. She wasn't trying to block them, she was parked on the very right side of the road. Meanwhile, an officer approached her and spoke with her. Renee responded genuinely and nicely, like the caring mother she was, asking what was going on. Then she noticed more vehicles moving in on her left side. She backed up a little and waved them through, making sure she wasn't obstructing anyone. Again, contrary to what the right wing claimed. At that point, an arrogant officer, apparently viewing her as a problem, started a video conference, circling from the left side of the SUV to the back, deliberately showing her license plate. Then someone gave an order. Other officers were told to get into their pickup trucks, move in, and get the bitch out of her car. Renee, still just trying to get out of the way and figure out what was happening, continued to maneuver carefully, waiting, wondering what to do. Many people have encountered confusing, escalating situations like this, asking questions, trying to comply, unsure why things are intensifying. You see cars pull up all the time in the middle of their road asking officers what is going on. Her kind words she spoke didn't indicate the horrible things the right is lying about. Suddenly, 2 armed men wearing masks approached her and barked, "Get the fuck out of your car!" Now scared and confused, Renee responded, "Okay, I'm moving out of your way. I'm getting out of here, sorry." She began backing up slowly, still trying to leave the area. Meanwhile, Officer Ross, the one who would ultimately shoot her 5 times, had switched his cell phone from his right hand to his left hand while positioned on the right side of the SUV. He was already gripping his firearm. There was no danger imposed by Renee at that moment, not any moment. Renee remained okay until she saw Officer Ross run around from the right side of the vehicle, hand on his gun, withdrawing it and pointing it toward her as he reached the left side of the SUV. By then, she had already turned the front wheels fully to the right and was moving forward to get away. In terror, she screamed, "No!" You know the rest. The officer was already acting against DOJ policy, but he fired his gun one-handed, not two, while apparently still trying to film with his left hand. The recoil jerked him back, you see in his video. Then, with no reason, he fired 4 more times through the driver's side window. At that point, Renee lost body control. Her foot hit the gas pedal hard, revving the engine as the vehicle surged forward, something we've seen all too often in cinematic depictions of such tragedies. All the photos, vantage points, and audio from the scene clearly support Renee's side of the story, but sadly, she is not here to talk about what happened. To be continued.